child. Mom pats her thighs. Come here, Pudgy. On command, the dog flips upright and bounds off the bed, licking Mom's hands before scampering into the hallway. Problem solved. I frown. Can you get the boys to go away like that? Mom's face falls a fraction, her lips pursed. She begins tidying up my bedding. Kassidy, this is an adjustment for everyone, but Brandon and I are married now, and his boys and their dog are part of the package. She straightens, slightly winded, and presses a supportive hand against her lower back. I know it's crazy around here right now, but sometimes we have to make concessions for the people we love. Concessions? I ask, blinking back surprise. This pregnancy has obviously affected her ability to think clearly. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person in this family who's had to make any concessions at all. Look around you, Mom. You just got a new house. Hunter and Easton got bribed with a new basketball hoop in the driveway and a tree house in the backyard, and Jordan now lives conveniently next to his annoying best friend. What did I get? Cass, calm down. There's the slightest hint of warning in her voice, but I ignore it. No, I won't calm down. I got screwed, Mom. My mother says I have a flair for being overdramatic, and the look she's giving me at this moment tells me that's exactly what she's thinking. I won't bother arguing. However, I will say that I wouldn't have to be dramatic if everyone around me would take the time to realize that I'm upset for a reason. I'm the one who has to change schools, I remind her as calmly as I can manage. I'm the one who has to make new friends in my senior year, and I don't even know if they have a spot for me on the soccer team. Please, don't call that making concessions, I say, tears stinging my eyelids. Because that would imply I had a choice. I didn't. I wipe at my cheeks, brushing away a few strands of hair that wrangled free from my ponytail. For the record, my emotional outburst is entirely justified. I've never complained about moving before. I resigned myself to the fact that starting over was just something we did, that it was necessary so Mom could follow the better-paying jobs and advance her career. Assuming the role of the new kid through elementary and middle school became as expected and familiar as breathing or ordering Chinese takeout on a Friday night. Mom never actually promised out loud, but I'd assumed it was implied that when I settled into high school, we would finally stay put. What I failed to factor into the equation is that my mom would fall in love and get married. This time, our move doesn't involve a new city. This move is a simple change of address across town, but it's come with more surprises and upheaval than any of our previous relocations. Mom sighs, rubbing her swollen baby bump, a troubled expression lining her forehead. I'm not trying to make her feel bad. I just want her to hear me. I mean, would it kill her to acknowledge that I've given up a lot so that she can have her happily ever after? I'm not an awful person, really. It's sweet how much my mother and Brandon love each other, but everything else pretty much sucks. Kassidy, I'm sorry about the school thing. I tried to get a boundary waiver so you could stay at Summit. My gaze drops to the floor. I know she tried. I retrieved the mail the day the school district letter arrived stating it had denied our request. Our new house is 2 streets outside Summit Academy's district boundaries. Just 2 streets. But the administration wasn't willing to negotiate or even let me plead my case. The form letter explained something about enrollment being at a record high, so they couldn't make exceptions, blah, blah, blah. That means I will spend my senior year at North Glen High School instead, at Jordan's school, where, I might add, my new sibling is the star quarterback and Brandon is the football coach who has led the Spartans to 3 consecutive state championships. No pressure there. And because it took so long for Mom and Brandon to find a house big enough for the monstrosity this family has become, I spent the summer training with my soccer team at Summit, assuming that's where I'd be playing. So, unless I get a walk-on spot at North Glen, I'm teamless, and any shot I have at a soccer scholarship to college is all but gone. I sink onto the bed, and Mom awkwardly lowers herself down beside me. It's all going to work out, sweetie. You'll see. Please, don't promise, I whisper. I can't handle another dose of false hope in my life. Mom squeezes my shoulder and we share a few seconds of silence before she says, "Come downstairs soon."